Hey, everybody. How's it going? Give me a second here. Live! It's Saturday night. I can say that, can I? Because it's true. How's everybody doing? Give me a second. Oh. 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 What the hell is that on the floor? Okay, I'm here. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm here. Okay. Hi! How's everybody doing? Look at, I got my wrapping done. Please be on your live. Oh, thank you, Furby. I need to be on live chat, not top chat. Let me say hi to who's here. Carol McKinney, Cal Storm, Lee McLeod, Lynn Lowe, Semwa, Furby, Rocky Boyo, Billy Buckland, Freaky Geek. How's everybody doing? I thought I would do an impromptu live stream because, well, I've got Briar's got to be picked up soon. Unfortunately, not by me, thank you. But I'm gonna have to clean. I have to clean up my kitchen. Tell you, it's been a day, folks. It's been a day. Hey, Patricia, how you doing today, sweetheart? And Anna, Annette Saxman, and Navy Mom, Sherry Leach, Granny Frammy, Elizabeth Workman, Kim Solomon, Teflon One, Mandy M, Martha Holcomb. How's it going? Hang on a second. I'm taking a break. I haven't even. No. Excuse me. Oh. Now, look. Just take a moment. You see the stars twinkling? Somebody asked me in the, excuse me. No, it's not COVID, folks. You know what it is. Oh, my goodness. So, here's a to-do. It's been a day. I got up. I just ate for the first time. I just had two boar's meat sausages on buns that Howie made me for dinner. Oh, I got a twig in there. What a day. Howie and I went to bed. No alarms. First time, I can't remember last time I didn't have an alarm in the morning. And we woke up at like 9:30 this morning. Well, I woke up and then I rolled over and looked at my phone and got up, went to the bathroom and excuse me. So, yeah, hairball, all right. So, that's what we had, sausage. Hey, Autumn Gypsy, Vincent Pellegrino. Oh, you were bored, okay. Just released from hospital, broke foot, and spell of a bad fibro flare. I bet. Oh, God, going into the holiday season with a broken foot. Hope you'll be okay, sweetheart. So, oh, good for you. I made butter. I made like 3.5 pounds of butter. So, how are you, CFF? Hey, Trina. So today, I gotta tell you, you can just try and do this without it freaking out on me. Okay. So I woke up at like 9:30 and I went to the bathroom and I sat on the toilet because that's where I do my best thinking. You're laughing because you're not laughing at me. You're laughing because you do the same thing. So stop. Oh, I can't wait for Festivus. I got to show you my outfit for Festivus. Anyway, so I woke up and I went in the bathroom and I sat down. I sat down and I went, okay, what do I got to do now? What do I got to do today? Right? Like my kitchen's an absolute disaster right now. But I knew my presents that I put all my presents out on the island so that I could wrap them. And then Howie decided to do my island today because I thought he was going to be working in the garage today and working on my island tomorrow. So I thought I had time. No, I did not. Bev, did the bags work for the butter? Yes, but Furby, you've got to you need to color safe them first. The color band, the red ran. So not much because it wasn't completely, that part wasn't completely under the butter, but yeah, it was, but yeah, they work great. I just put the clarified butter in the crock pot, put my ground and decarb wheat in the bag and just set it in the crock pot. And then I put the rope over the side and put the lid on and it held it upright and it was awesome. So Howie said, I think I'll do the island today. It's like, okay. So I started wrapping furiously, wrapping presents furiously. And I said to and then I asked Howie to take the plates and the clock and the pictures off the dining room wall so that I can do my yearly Christmas card display. But of course, there was the Ethernet cable that has been running from my computer along my office floor, up the wall, hooked onto something on top of the fridge, hanging over the hallway, and then on a hook on my dining room wall, and then hanging down the wall behind the china cabinets. And I said, you got to do something about that cable too. So it was an in-house work day today. Yeah. Oh, wait. My island is a little bit smaller, but that gives me more room in the kitchen. And it's beautiful. You got the video. He got a piece of compressed wood because it's less flexible than plywood. And he built up, and then he put the stainless on it. And then, oh God, they cover it in this sticky stuff that I mean, the two of us, it took like 20 minutes to get the crap off. Oh, but I tell you. Anyway, so before the island, while I was wrapping presents, he said, I'm going to figure out this internet cable thing. So he did. He ran the cable. I don't know how he did it. It comes out from a hole in the floor or something around here somewhere. But he figured it all out. And he, pulled out the china cabinet, broke one of my Budweiser glasses. They're not, I don't drink beer. They were just stuff that Briar gave me that his boss was giving away, all these glasses that came with beer. So he did the internet cable. So he pulled out the stuff from under my desk, my tower and everything. I said, well, if you're going to do that, then I brought my tower out into the kitchen and I took the side off and I pulled out the RAM cards and it was dirty. And he took it out and he took it out to the shop and he blew it all out with the compressor. He knows how to do it safely. And then he brought it back in and it sat down here because my son Arthur said, Mom, if he's taking it outside and taking it into the shop and using an air conditioner in an unheated shop, he said, let that thing dry before you put it back together and turn it on. So I did. He said, because there will be moisture and, and he told me to pull the RAM cards out and so that everything would be clean. Hey, Venus. Hey, Chaos. And Lori Lumax. So, I had a packaging issue with one of my gifts, so I did a little video on that because I kind of got ripped. Beware of packaging that looks like you're getting more than you are. Okay? Anyway, so I wrapped all the presents. I took apart my computer. And where Howie was bringing the cord out, of course, I had a whole pile of crap in there, so he pulled all that out, and then my computer got. So I had to clean out. Oh, under the desk. You know that under the desk. Some people will know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, let's put it this way: when Howie put everything back, he said that was like a fire hazard in there, right? So, I'm happy to say that my card reader is working again. I have blown one of my USB ports, but I'm pretty sure the other one's going to work. Say hi to my kids. They love you so much. Miss Sola family. Well, what are your kids' names, sweetheart? Hi, T. Gooding from Oshawa. How are you? I wish you could check up on Mary Jane for me. Things live under the desk. I know. So anyway, so I just set the camera up to do to film Howie doing it, and I'll of course you'll get the speed up of us peeling that thing. But really, all you're going to see is that he trimmed the plywood down. He trimmed it all down to fit the stainless, because the stainless was he must have made up the numbers in his head when he ordered the stainless. Okay, it's okay. So shoot, I thought she was going to say he trimmed the tree. Are you kidding? We haven't even got the tree yet. So he cleared off the wall, hooked up my internet properly so I don't, my son Arthur won't hang himself the next time he ever gets to visit. Bev, would it be possible to read The Night Before Christmas for the kiddos? Well, sure. I don't have a book of it, though. And I would really like to do it with pictures. But, sure, I don't see. You remind me, okay, Dallas? Or Furby? And don't add more to my plate. So, got all the gifts wrapped and brought in here. Okay, those are just the gifts I've bought. And I wrapped all Arthur's and Mel's stuff, and I put it in my big Sam's KitchenAid box. And then here's a tip for you folks. If you've got to ship gifts in a box, put all the gifts in the box and then add the bag of bows, so that when they take them out, they can just put them on the presents as they go under the tree. You're not putting squished and ripped off bows, ripping off paper and stuff, right? No, yes, I've heard from Dallas, but she's her seizure frightened her. But so far so good. I told her to get to the doctor. I need a platter, not a plate. Oh, right. I better be on live chat, eh? I should be on live chat. So, did somebody tell me those children's names? So anyway, where was I? Okay, so Howie did the internet. He blew out my computer. And I wrapped the presents, and I wrapped the presents for Arthur and Mel, and I put them all in the KitchenAid box, and then I threw in a bag of bows, and they're ready for delivery. I'm going to be doing a care package for my brother and his wife and my sister. They all live together in the apartment below Arthur and Mel. So let me know if you want a video on that. Oh, I don't need whorehound cough drops. I don't need cough drops at all. See, I'm okay now. I just, medicated a little bit off camera. So, you forgot yourself, freaky geek. My goodness. You're watching from Spotsylvania, Virginia. I've never heard of Spotsylvania. What a cool name. So then I got all the presents brought in here, and I tried to edit a small video for tomorrow on my laptop, because I had to do, and then I had to do my live reading on Reading with Beverly Wolfe. And of course, my computer couldn't be put back together, so I had to have my laptop sitting here and my phone on top of that. And then I tried to edit with my laptop, and I was, piss on this. I'm putting my computer back together. So Going to make your white cookies. What white cookies? The snowballs? So, I mean, it's been a day. It's been a day. I didn't eat until Howie brought me supper on like a couple of sausages on buns on a plate with cheese and ketchup and stuff. What? The grocery store in Apsley burned down. Which one? Was it the IGA or was it Hunter's convenient? Like, was it Hunter's General Store or was it the IGA? I discovered 3 different CB meds in my pharmacy on Friday. Oh, awesome. You mean CBD, right? Does anybody, Pat McLean? This isn't Pat Kemp, is it? We decided to cancel our Christmas plans. Too risky to travel. A lot of people are. Arthur and Mel aren't coming. They were supposed to come tomorrow, which kind of freed us up in a way, because we got a whole bunch of stuff done today. Now tomorrow, Howie gets to play in the garage all day long, taking apart, I think it's a Roadrunner, and getting it into the garage so he can do the body work on it. Went to Dollarama and came out with giant bags of goodies for myself. Birthday presents. Tomorrow's my birthday. Oh, well, we better do a live tomorrow and sing happy birthday, Sherry. Windy here in Massachusetts. Just got lost a big tree. Glad I wasn't outside. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for the Christmas spirit pep talk yesterday. I'm decorating and happy. Oh, I'm glad, darling. I mean, it would be so easy for us to fall into the humdrums and the traditional things that we do are only traditional because somebody thought them up first. So if you can't have things the way you would normally have it, make new traditions. Do things. Make yourself happy. My youngest son and his family aren't coming. Dill is an RN and has to work the holidays. Well, Briar's working Christmas Day. I know that. And probably Christmas Eve. So, yes, happy birthday early, sweetheart. Sayers. Oh, no. The IGA burnt down. Howie. The Apsley IGA burnt down. Well, thanks for telling me. Oh, okay. All right. He heard me say it. Have you made your snowball cookies with an all-purpose gluten-free flour? I'm curious. No, but you probably could. I mean, the butter will hold it together. Just don't expect it to be like a regular cookie. I tried to make shortbread once with all-purpose gluten-free flour, and it didn't work. So, Angie Mac, I'm looking forward to greeting my new nephew who is due on the 22nd. Woohoo! And his dad's birthday's on the 26th, and yours is on the 27th. Wow. Hubby made me shelves for my kitchen toys. I love it. Oh, that's wonderful. Chaos. Hi, darling. How are you feeling, Patricia? Like, how's your mouth and stuff? How are things going? I'm exhausted. I'm outright exhausted. I will be in bed as soon as I know Briar's in the house and the doors are locked. I'll be in bed. Right? And just so you know, as a Canadian, I never locked my doors. When I lived in the country, never locked my doors before I moved here to Low. Where you going? Where you going, Patricia? Bev, have to go. All right, sweetheart. I love you. Use sweet rice flour for a gluten-free shortbread. There you go. Thank you, Elizabeth. That didn't come from me. That came from Elizabeth. My granddaughter will be 2 on December 20. I have a niece, Amanda, who will probably be, I think she's going to be 41 on Christmas Day. And her sister is going to be 40, 39, I believe, on the 18th. The first baby was born on Christmas Day, so that when her second one was due at the same time. It's a trend in my family, eh? Like both my brother Bill's daughters were both due on Christmas Day, like at Christmas. Both my sons were both due on the 20th of February. But anyway, I guess my sister at the doctor said, "Do you want me to induce you?" And she said, "Why?" And she said, "Do you really want to be in the hospital for Christmas Day again?" She said, "Oh no, yeah." So they induced her on the 18th so that she could be home for her 2-year-old or her 1-year-old or whatever on Christmas Day, kind of thing, right? I will be 45 rotations around the sun. That's a way of looking at it, isn't it, Aaron? Hey, that's a good one. I will be 57 rotations around the sun January 10th this year. They say this is the first time we're going to be able to see the Christmas star in 800 years. I got something in my teeth. Sorry, I think it's a piece of the meat from the sausage. Hi, Paula. Yeah, so, I mean, I honestly think if your birthday is in December, you're luckier than if your birthday is in January. Because if your birthday is in December, okay, the parents make a special effort to separate the birthday from the holidays so that the child doesn't feel shorted. But if your birthday's in the first 2 weeks of January, you're just effed, aren't you? Right? Because everybody's broke. January the 6th. Wow, Tracy. A lot of us out here. I seen Mars with the naked eye around Halloween. It reminded me of the Christmas star. Hey, Kathy. Try 5 days after Christmas. Oh, that sucks. New Year's Eve. No, that's not even New Year's Eve. So you don't even get to say happy birthday to me. You know what I mean? Even if you can afford a gift, shelves are empty. Yep. Have been hearing about seeing the Christmas star since the late 70s. Had some professor talking about it at the University of Kenosha. January 11th. Huh. My kid's birthday is 2 weeks after Christmas. I shop birthday gifts ahead of time because of the sales. Well, that makes sense. My kids, I would shop for them for their birthdays in February, right? And I would buy them clothing that was going on clearance because it was winter clothing. I would just size them up and buy them their Christmas clothing for the following year. I'd put it away. So I was just saying to Howie, I'd wrap in half the day, and I said, geez, I don't remember it being this big of a pain in the butt. And he goes, Bev, he said, did you always leave it to the last minute like this? And this is last minute for me, folks. And then I remembered I used to shop starting in February. And then I would take it home. And and then long about September, I'd start wrapping stuff. And putting it away, and putting it away, and putting it away, and putting it away. January 15th, so I get their gifts while Christmas shopping. I guess nobody ever thought of that. Hey, Steven, how's it going, sweetheart? Fizgromad, my kid is December 24th and mine January 2nd. Well, you guys should just make a pact to celebrate your birthdays together and do something special. Done with my season. Yay! Go, Steven. Go, Steven. Good job, honey. Do take some time to relax, at least until January. Okay? Please, please, please. My son's birthday is January 7th. We try to buy ahead because you won't be able to find anything. Yep. Yep. So, I'm so tired. I just kind of hit a wall right now. I think it's the food kicking in. I'm going into a food coma. Tony DeLuca! How's it going, darling? How's it going? Terry, have you heard from Dallas? So, I forgot to wrap Gracie's monkey. The thing came in a 3-foot long box, 6 inches or 8 inches easy square, and like 3 feet long for a monkey that big. It's ridiculous. I can't get motivated to do Christmas. Any suggestions? Watch my live stream from yesterday. Apparently, I've been inspirational in getting people up and aboard and moving. 13 case ordered for Thursday. Wow. Oh, God. You know what you've done? You've just ensured the fact that you're going to be working all winter bloody long, aren't you? Holy smoke. Well, good for you, darling. Good for you. So, I was in bed most of the day today. Woke up in a terrible flare. Oh, Sue, I'm sorry to hear that. Hang on a second. I'm getting in pain. So, there's a little video for tomorrow. It's only a couple of minutes, but it's called Learn from My Mistakes. Packaging pitfalls, holiday packaging pitfalls. So, hey, one day at a time, sweet Jesus, one day at a time. Well, you got to keep those ghosts and firewood, right? All week long. Hope you feel better quickly. I hope so too. I have a feeling one's coming down the pipe on me. But then it started. Is it snowing, Howard? Was it snowing when you went out last? Maybe. I love my husband so much. I've been working on 80 to 100 Christmas cards and birth announcements for my grandson. Wow. That's a lot. Shannon Wade, you wrapped gifts all day, Bev. I wrapped, yes, not all day, probably about 4 hours. It took me about 4 hours to wrap all the gifts. Now, that's not all of them because I filled up the KitchenAid box. And you got to know, they are all stuffed. That tree is chock-a-block full, like to 1/3 of the way up. Because, remember, the lower branches are like just, you go in so far and they're wire. Right? So I could get lots of stuff up in there. We found out Fragile stickers change shipping charges from $15 to $30 for one gift. Bullshit. No. That's no. That's not in Canada. Because I have put out many parcels and at the last minute said, can I borrow your Fragile stamp? Bang, bang, bang. Do you hear that, Howie? Somebody's post office, they're because they put Fragile on the parcel, the shipping went from $15 to $30. That's not, well, maybe it's because it's there's a lot of parcels going through the mail. But I don't care. You shouldn't have to pay extra for proper handling. Sissa? Oh, that's just horrific. Shame. My fibro's bad because of the snow, up 5 to 10 inches expected. It's the heavy stuff. Oh, the wet stuff. Yeah. USA. Oh, my goodness. That's awful. So, anyway, I normally would have gifts bought, wrapped, ready to roll by the 1st of December. Always, everything done. I still haven't, but now that now I can start working on my Christmas card display. I've been hearing prices are going up. It's called the COVID tax. It's called the COVID rape tax. I'm not kidding. There's just so many people using like so many businesses using it as an excuse, right? Now, I know they are going to have backlogs, but last time I checked, the truckers were still running, right? So there's absolutely no reason. Okay, I don't want to be I don't want to be negative anymore. Yes. Well, then you're only paying the shipping from them there. Did I tell you the cookbooks came in? The cookbooks came in. And so the prize pile, I gave Briar one of the cups. I gave him one of the pig cups with the pig's butt on it. And it has a pair of lips on the one cheek and a fart coming out the other side. And it says 2020. In other words, kiss my ass goodbye. I stopped sending gifts to the USA. Too many were stolen from our lost in recent years. Really? Worst part is a week later, my youngest spent the night there and she could have delivered it. Oh, well, that's why I said to Arthur, I said, even if at the last minute Nan decides, no, she doesn't want to come or can't come. I said to my son, I said, we'll probably still make the drive anyway. We'll drop off your gifts and we'll drop off a package for Bob and Kathy and Wendy downstairs. And we'll drop off Mom and Karen's stuff. And we'll just, put them out in the hall, wave from the window. Love you. Merry Christmas. I'll find a way. You know me. US mail is a joke. It's a shame. That's awful. Hey, Raph. How you doing, sweetheart? I received a card today that the post office put in a plastic bag. The envelope was torn open and the card was wet. What? What did they do? Oh, open it? Like, what did they think was in it? Or did it get stepped on in a puddle or dropped in a puddle or something? That's awful. Hey, Terry. How's it going, Terry? I'm in. Haven't seen you in a while. Your quilt is now on my bedroom door, looking lovely in the hallway. Doing okay, but about to can my veggie broth. Oh, wonderful. Oh, honey, I read Chatney's. Hey, Cindy, how are you, darling? I mean, you know what? This is the beginning of 1984, right? Nothing's ever going to get done right. We're going to have too many taxes. They're going to everybody's too late. Not everybody. There's going to be a whole bunch of kids that I'd rather get welfare and work for the state than, work. I am. I'm blowing out my butt. Don't worry about it. Hey, Malka, how are you, darling? Hello, Bev. I have to tell you that my daughter Katie and I love your channel. You give me hope to keep trying things and trying different canning than my family ever did. Bless you. Well, thank you, Grandma. So happy. You make me so happy. Oh, I'm glad your broth turned out good. Bev, all the baked goods go out on Thursday. Merry Christmas from your urban farmer. Are you sending me something? Or are you saying your baked goods are going out to the market? It's not just you, Bev. It was from the Connected Hearts Exchange. The recipes. Oh. Well, I've been getting more than my share of recipe cards, and some of them have the recipes and instructions that are on the back, but fear not. I have a photocopier. Like, I have a printer that works as a photocopier, and I'm going to make myself a Connected Hearts recipe book with all the recipes. Maybe I'll do a video on it when they all come in. I don't know how many are coming, so when they're in, I'm going to make a book. So that if there's anything written on the back, I'll just photocopy it and glue it into. I made my very first shepherd's pie today. It was so good. Oh, Ahmad, that's wonderful. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oma Aaron. Now Amazon wants you to join this new thing they have where they can deliver things into your garage. I'm not letting a stranger in my garage. Who do you trust at all anymore? It's gonna come to a point where we're all gonna be in these apartments where you don't talk to your neighbors and everything's so secure that the building owns you. The building owns you. Only all the security measures are for your safety, but you're in a box. Hey, Jean, how are you, darling? To all the cool kids. Oh. Is that not what this lockdown is like now? No. We still have choices. And that's all I'm going to say. My nephew drives big rig for Amazon. Good for him. No, we all won't. Hey, Joe, how are you, darling? No, we have our plans in place for keeping people safe, for still celebrating the holidays, and for sticking it to the man. Thank goodness for FaceTime. Hi, Denise Hackett. Well, that's what I'm thinking too, right? If Arthur and Mel are home, like, I don't know if they're going to visit her family at all either, right? If our family, if they're at home, just them and their cats, and I'm going to set up an unlisted live stream so that they can, or maybe even like a video phone call or something with their computer and ours, so that we can like have a visit while we open presents and stuff. Like, wouldn't that be cool? I'll have to figure that out. Made variation on shepherd pie ×2 recently. Oh, spooky, Bev. What's spooky? Stick it to the man, Bev. Yeah! Florida is wide open. Everyone is free to come down and become one of our 10 to 12,000 new daily cases. Really, eh? I mean, if people would just be smart, right? You don't tell people they can't gather. Why? Because the first thing they're going to do is throw a frickin' party and go, right? Yeah, people renting Airbnbs in the next 2 counties over and having parties and having massive breakouts. We're not in a red zone. You know why we're not in a red zone? Because nobody comes up here, right? So, I mean, if everybody was just smart, meaning the government, right? If the government says, look, guys, we can all do this, but we got to be smart. All right? Pick the people that you want in your home. Make sure everybody quarantines before they all get together. Wear masks going to and from. Sanitize. And don't hug or kiss anybody. And if you're going to sit around the table to play a board game, wear masks. If need be. Right? Doesn't it remind you of speakeasies of the past? Yeah, come on to my house, we'll open presents. Come on in. The password is shortbread. Like, seriously, right? But the truth is what it boils down to is whether or not people feel safe. And Arthur and Mel don't feel that they can keep us safe if they come. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Who? Next? You know, who's going to feel safe? Right? So, I mean, and we are still at the, how many people are we allowed, dear? 6? I get 6 from 2. Well, they're, oh yeah, no Christmas gatherings by order of the Meisterburger of Quebec. Just your family. Well, Nan lives here. Well, she just keeps her address where she is so that we can take her to the doctor every 3 months. So she doesn't have to change her doctors. Yeah, I'm not going to say much more. Being all Christmassy today, played Christmas tunes all day and did stuff so much more fun. Absolutely. Simply you want to move to, can't blame you. Well, the thing is too, right? You do you do what you do if you feel safe. You don't do it defiantly. You do it safely. Right? But what's 75 people? Thanksgiving, we could have up to 75 people. Wow. That sounds like that's in the US. Because here, it was 6. Being defiant gets you fined. Do you know what the fine is here? $6,000. $6,000 per person. Yeah, we're Canadian. Oh, no, you can have Christmas. You just can't have Christmas. You can't gather. Jeez, I got an itch. They got to stop treating people like idiots and start feeding them proper information so that we can do what we need to do to stay safe. But they don't know what to do to stay safe. They just keep telling us to stay apart, and it's not frickin' working. Okay? Maybe it is working in some places. But all the more rules and regulations happen, the more angry people get. And the more defiant they get. And the more dangerous their behavior becomes, right? Think. You can do anything in your house. It's protected by the Constitution. Well, I don't live in the United States. I live in Canada and Quebec, no less. Hey, Paula Mulqueen, happy Saturday. Heard on the news there was a party of 60 people, but only 29 was arrested and fined. What gets me is, how do they know there was more people there? The information that is fed to us through media and social media is only one little piece of the truth. And that's only if it's real news, not fake. What do you do? What do you do? I see my great-granddaughter every day on FaceTime. Oh, that's wonderful. Night, Tony. I love you. Got to go watch the Toronto Santa Claus Parade on TV. Is it on already? Oh, that's right. Oh. They don't call it the, what do they call it now? Did they call it the Toronto Santa Claus Parade? It used to be the Eatons. I won't go 45 minutes into a Mobile, Alabama from MS to see my daughter. I won't go 45 minutes into Mobile, Alabama from is MS Missouri or Mississippi to see my daughter. Howie drives an hour into work every day. from one province to the next. But he works in a fairly closed environment. Like he said, yeah, I'm the wild card. I said, no, you're not Briar. Briar works in a convenience store. 3 of them. So, all right, Stephen, take care, sweetheart. Say a prayer works for me. Use common sense. That's right. Denise, seeing is nice. Seeing is nice, but getting to hug in person is better. Yeah. Las Vegas. You haven't been out since June. Wow. I was shopping yesterday in a red zone. I live in an orange zone. So, well. The only thing I worry about is that I may be me or Howie may be a carrier and not show symptoms. Right? So, I would actually really like to get tested, but I mean, why don't they just offer tests to everybody? And if your tests come back clear, then those people, you got a card or you got, your test results say, hey, we're all clean. Back and fuck away from our house. You know what I mean? Were they stocked? Yeah. Well stocked. Overstocked. Trip to Nevada has been put on the back burner for now. Yeah, I bet. You are good, Mama. No worries. I know, sweetheart. Thank you. I figured too. It's my alien DNA. Eh? You have to have the antibody test. Aren't the tests very expensive? How the hell would I know? I live in Canada. If you need a test, I phone the hospital to make blood work appointments for Howie and I. And I had to sit and listen through a 5-minute COVID tirade about, if you need this, phone 811. If you think you may have COVID, hang up and call this number. And I guess they'll issue you a test. But I mean, to ask for one, to say you think you may have it and not be presenting symptoms can be fraud, right? Because maybe they are expensive. I don't know. Okay, they're free here. Unless you're active, it won't show if you've had it in the past. Well, unless they test for the antibodies, right? Here in Texas, anyone can get tested with or without symptoms, and it's free here for COVID or antibody test. Damn, let's go to Texas. Oh, that's right, can't travel. They're going to make it so you can't fly internationally without a COVID vaccine, proof of a COVID vaccine. Yes! I'll be driving everywhere I go from now on. I had to get one before I could get a doctor's appointment. My doctor, if I need my doctor, oh, God. Howard, remind me to phone the Ramp Q on Monday. I meant to do it on Friday, but I ended up spending all day making a blood work appointment. To phone Ramp Q. No, because I spent all day Friday on the phone getting blood work, remember? Okay, thank you. I'll do that right now. I swear to God, guys, I got Alzheimer's. Because I put things down and forget. Maybe I'm just a little overwhelmed with I'm not good when there's an island being built. I'm wrapping presents. I'm taking apart a computer. And I'm cleaning my office and doing laundry. And directing where all my things on my wall have to be put away until, I'm not good. So I put things down like my phone and forget where I put them. Okay, I'm going to write myself a Post-it note to call Ram Q. I'll put it right on my monitor. Friend had and was donating plasma for antibodies. Hey, we're gone in 6 weeks. Really? Somebody said they had antibodies from last November. You just have sometimes. Oh, I have sometimers. I guess it's nothing to laugh at, but Lori Del Rio. My doctor wants me to get one before I fly from Syracuse to Ocean Springs in January. Why are you going to Ocean Springs? The state fair here is always put on during December, not this year, and no Christmas posadas or manger reenactments. Oh. Sorry if I was off a little while, was calculating and mixing. You know what, sweetheart? The fact that you've been going through a lot of stuff lately, don't you worry. We worry more about you, but thank you for letting us know. Didn't have any olive oil. Thank God I still have cocoa. Okay, good. Sometimes, Mrs. V, you're a genuinely witty lady. Well, you know what? I told Briar I wanted to do stand-up comedy, and he said, don't quit your day job. I said, I don't have a day job. He said, isn't that you too? I went, well, yeah, but I mean, seriously, dude, right? They're giving the vaccine in Arizona. Well, here when we get the vaccine, it's not going to come in. It's not going to come in all at once. It's going to come in different shipments, and they've got to prioritize who gets it first, and it should be the healthcare workers and the frontline workers should get it first, and all the elderly in the homes should get it first. Just shut our schools down here again. How are you doing? I love your humor. Thank you, Pammy's Pantry. Last I checked, our kids were still all going to school. Last I checked. I don't know what they're doing. I don't get how they're... I don't understand how they're telling us we can't gather with family members at Christmas, but they're letting kids go to school with strangers. I don't understand how they were allowing political rallies, but not letting people gather in churches. When it would actually be easier when I went to IGA on Friday, new rules. Okay. We were met at the door. Why? Okay. Are you guys in the same family? Yes. Okay. Only one of you can come in. I said, no, we're two different households. Okay, but you both have to take a cart in. Okay. And they said it's because we're counting the carts. So every person in the store has to have a cart. So we know exactly how many people are in the store because we can only work at 80% capacity for customers to keep everybody safe. I went, oh, okay, got it. And I sanitized my hands and I got on my cart and you can't bring carts in from outside because they have to be brought in and sanitized. Giant Tiger, the carts over here where you used to grab them, you don't grab them because those are the ones that have been coming in for outside and have to be cleaned. And then as they clean them, they put them in another pile over here. I'm getting a headache. There is no logic in COVID land. Absolutely. Logic has no place in COVID land. So, I mean, what do you do? Right? What do you do? Grace, that was wonderful. Supreme Court just ruled in favor for our churches in U.S. Good. Because you think about it. Everybody comes into church through one set of doors. Not different entrances, not different floors. One set of doors, one auditorium. So it's really easy. You put up markers where people can sit and you space them, right? In the pews. And you say, please. And you have ushers that usher people to your seats. Like when people come, you don't even have to put markers. You can put markers, but you have people who usher people to their seats and say, okay, you stay there. And then the next set of people come along and you place them 6 feet away. So, you stay there. Don't share hymnals. Tout sweet. Right? Tout fini. My granddaughter is doing her schooling online. Absolutely. Same here. I tell my hubby needs me to help him. School in the next town over is closed. I'm pretty sure they're closing. They're going to close the schools early for the holidays anyway. Right? But who wants to keep their kids home this close to Christmas? They'll be bounding off the walls. Ask Doris. She's probably dealing with the kids. Depends on the church. Our church has 3 entrances and our old one had 8. So you use 1 or 2. Same premise. 1 entrance for one part of the church, 1 entrance for another. Have ushers. Masked and gloved ushers. Depends on the church. Our church has yeah, exactly. You only have CRS. I can't remember. Oh, can't remember shit. That's a good one. I have CRS, right? So, I mean, I don't want to be negative. I'm just saying sometimes things don't make sense. And do yourself a favor. Don't drive yourself crazy trying to make sense of something that has no sense. If it doesn't make sense, let it go. Don't pound at it because it'll just make you crazy, angry, and frustrated. And more apt to act in a defiant manner that could be dangerous, right? Rules are just inconsistent. Well, now they're saying, oh, now it's not so much the surface anymore. We're not worried about so much about touch. It's about air now. It's like, wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your hands. What? No, wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask. What? Oh, now you got to wear a triple layer mask. Oh, well, the masks really don't do all that good unless they're the N95 kind and you have a clean-shaven face. It's just, all it does is stop a direct assault. And if you're keeping 6 feet away, right, it's all nuts. And they change every day. Oy, 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 oy. And put 6 feet apart. There you go. My family and friends are still out and about, flying around the country. I'm not able to see anyone except my husband because of this. None of us are. None of us are going anywhere, right? The farthest Howie and I are going to go is we're going to drive to Peterborough and we're going to drop off some gifts on somebody's porch. And then we're going to stay in the truck, get back in the truck, and then we're going to phone them and say, okay, you can come out and get your presents now. And they're all going to stand on their porches, say, Merry Christmas, I love you, mwah, mwah. See ya, and then we'll go to the next one. The truth is they don't know shit about this pandemic. Well, that's pretty close. Hey, Aspasia! But the thing is what they do know is that it's like almost 100% communicable, which means if you cough on somebody, or if somebody coughs on you and they got it, now you got it and you take it home to your family. It's that fast. And it does kill people. All right? The elderly, the immune compromised, the respiratory compromised. All these people are in very grave danger of this thing. For everybody else, it's not that big a deal. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible illness. But 99% of people will survive it. But it's about protecting. It's about protecting that 1%. The elderly, the infirm, the immune compromised. You know what I mean? It's not the flu, Paula. Please do not say it is the flu. If this thing goes untreated and it comes really, really fast, it can shred your lungs. Shred them. Don't say it's the flu. Please, don't make that mistake. Please do not perpetuate those words. All right? It's not. Okay? My cousin Dee Dee had it last November. And the only thing she said, and she is one of the healthiest eating people, a whole food plant-based diet. She's bloody healthy as an ox. And she said she thought it was going to kill her. And the only thing that survived, and she was 6 weeks fighting it every single day. Please, folks, it's not the flu. It's not the cold and the flu on steroids. It's really bad for people who are vulnerable. And that's actually someone like me. I get it. I'm going to be in big shit, but I'll fight, won't I? Right? But the whole point is to keep the vulnerable safe. We can be all cavalier about our own health if we want, but keeping the vulnerable safe. Who wants to remember as Christmas 2020 is the year somebody in every family died? Because we just had to have Christmas together. I had this talk with Nan. Right? I can only do what, it does affect everyone differently. Sure it does. But if you have COPD or you've been prone to pneumonia in the past, or you've been prone to if you have chronic bronchitis, if you're a smoker, if you're over 50 and you're overweight, if you have a heart condition, okay? Any one of these things can make you vulnerable. Just saying. You've heard me say, they said it's all bullshit, but that's just a cavalier attitude, okay? Please never mistake this for just being the flu. It's not. It's a virus. It's a virus, and it's vicious, and we have no defense against it yet. That's why this Christmas of all, if my kids don't want to be here, then that's fine. I get it. Why do I want people here who are going to be worried about whether or not they're making me sick? Stay home. I'll send you presents, and we'll FaceTime, right? Yes, absolutely, Renee. We can talk about something a little more uplifting. Hallelujah. 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 Yeah, it's real. And let's just remember what we just talked about, and let's move on. Okay? Let's move on. Right? You got to think about it this way too. This is the age of technology. And whenever my brother-in-law and my ex-brother-in-law and Wendy, they still get together at Christmas and stuff. But when they can't be in Australia, and when the kids in Australia can't be here, because it's like 2 years worth of savings to come to Canada for them, right? They do Skype. They just set the laptop on the thing and they Skype. And they have something right on the dinner table. You know what I mean? What special baking am I planning with Nan? I am planning on shortbread and snowballs. I'm still going to make some. I thought, I'm not going to make any gluten-free stuff because, Arthur's not coming. Well, guess what? I'm still delivering presents. So the day we leave, I'll take his goodies out of the freezer and into the box they go. So I don't know. But I know I'm going to be making scones this week because I have to have them in the freezer and ready for when Nan comes. Because when Nan comes, the next morning, I egg wash those puppies and put some sugar on them, and I bake them up, and Nan can have scones, cranberry orange scones, every day for breakfast if that's what she wants.
You have to make cookies for my coworkers and I.
What's that?
You have to make cookies for my coworkers and I.
Have to make cookies for the coworkers. Well, I do have fruit cake, and I did buy more cranberries, so I am going to make more cranberry lemon pound cake since that just kind of disappeared.
There needs to be some shortbread, maybe some peanut butter cookies.
I understand that, but we're going to do that with Mom. Mom and I are going to do the shortbread and the snowballs, but I'll make the peanut butter cookies. And I'll probably do some oatmeal raisin ones too. And make me a list of who needs special ones. Right. We are beer doing anything, staying home. We are not doing anything, staying home. Whose uncle died? That's the only thing I haven't wrapped, Renee. I forgot it. It's in a box somewhere. But I can't even ask Howie where is Gracie's monkey. Because she'll go, what? Where? And then she'll bring me, like, she has, Gracie, bring me your monkey. Bring me your monkey. Tell Gracie to bring me the monkey. You gotta see this poor thing. It has no arms, no legs, and its head is squished because she gave it a lobotomy. She's due for a new one. I don't want to really wrap it yet because I'll accidentally squeak it. And then there'll be no rest until Christmas Day. What are snowballs? Oh, please. Furby, somebody give this girl. There's a history in my family of snowball cookies. And no, they're not my mother's recipe. They came out of the... What is the name of that book? I think I have it right here, actually. Ow! Oh, yes, I do. Look at that. The Ogilvy Cookbook. Oh! This cookbook, not this one, but this cookbook, my mom got one, my Aunt Diane got one, and I believe my Aunt Josie got one. When they all bought stoves, they came with these Ogilvy cookbooks. And these cookbooks were put out, I do believe, by the Tinfoil Company. Special cover is made from Reynolds Wrap, aluminum foil, and will remain sparkling. It will also resist scorching and simply remove food stains with a damp cloth. So it still has the original dust cover. My mother's just beat to crap, but my brother Bob has that. I got this off of eBay. And this is where the snowball recipe came from. It's from this book. So, Gracie, want a treat? She's only had one today. And it is helping her from scratching. I think that... Do you have food, Howard? Oh. What mommy got? You ready? Oops, shoot. Sorry. Come here. Say hi, everybody. You tell them, there's 3 presents going under the tree. Yeah, 3. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3 presents going under the tree for Gracie. Do you want this? What do you say? Don't lick your... What do you say? Speak. Speak. Say please. Say please. Say please. What? What? Oh, good girl. There you go. No, you get one more at bedtime, sweetheart. One more at bedtime. Also, acetylcholine is used to detoxicate the liver from an overdose of paracetamol. Wow. Gracie baby. Gracie baby. I'm going to do Santa baby. Slip Gracie's gift under the tree for she. What smells like rotten eggs? It's not bad. Gracie loves it though. Gracie loves her salmon and she's less itchy. Much, much less itchy. What treat do you give? Well, I give her liver treats. And she gets these. They're called Plano Paws Salmon Treats. And they're advanced skin and coat supplement. Safe, natural, wild Alaskan salmon oil. Reduces shedding and itching, allergies, promotes healthy heart and immune system, improves skin and coat, and brain and joint health. All that and 3 treats a day for my Gracie. I was looking on Amazon last night and saw a bundt cake pan for Instapot. Oh, geez, Instapot. What smells like rotten eggs? Seems snowballs are delicious, wonderful, and everyone loves them, but I still don't. Okay, I'm sorry. You don't know what they are. Okay, what they are is a very, very low sugar dough. It's like shortbread, but it's very little sugar. I think it's like 3 tablespoons in the dough or 2 tablespoons in the dough of sugar. And it's pecans, butter, a little bit of sugar, flour, and vanilla. And you roll them into really small balls. And I mean really small, no bigger than your thumbnail. And then you bake them at 200 and I think it's 50 degrees. It's really, really low for like 25 minutes because they don't brown in the baking. And then you take them out of the oven and you let them sit for about 3 minutes. You don't want them to get cool, but you don't want them to come straight out of the oven and then go into the sugar. So you let them sit and breathe for a couple of minutes. And then you take a flat bottom tub, you fill it full of icing sugar, and you dump those puppies in there real slow so they don't break. And then you go, show, 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 show. And then you show, 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 show. And every 10 minutes or so, you go, show, 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 show. And you shake and you rock, and those roll hot in the icing sugar. And they double in size because every layer melts until to the point where it's so thick it can't melt anymore, and it just looks like a snowball. They double in size. That, my friend, is a snowball. And you pop one of them little puppies in your mouth, have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea handy, because when they explode in your mouth, it's like getting hit with a sugar snowball. Her dog, because he stole bacon this morning. I missed something there. That NAC 600 smells not Gracie's treats. Oh, okay. All right, folks. 1:20 a.m. going to get me another 100,000 cal antibiotics and go to sleep. Okay, sweetheart. You take care. I love you. And let us know how you're doing, okay? Keep us posted. Even if it's I'm keeping to myself or I'm going to Germany or whatever, keep us posted, okay? Because we do worry. Dallas, how are you, darling? Dallas, how are you? Her dog's butt. It smells bad from stolen bacon. Oh, my God. Was the bacon raw? Please tell me the bacon wasn't raw. Okay, Furby, you take care, sweetie. I have to get off here right shortly. So, oh, your dog's butt. Gracie can really let one poof woofer sometime. Whoo! I'm telling you, you can smell them across the room. Take care, CFF. Love you. Hanging in there. Be a few days before I'm better, but I will be fine. Did you call the doctor? Dallas, did you call the doctor? Is my kitties there, or are you on the earphones? Anyway, for those of you who are just coming in now, I want to show you. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at the stars. Watch the stars. Ooh, like that. Isn't that nice? My dog gets gas from arthritis meds. Oh, wow. Thought the septic backed up one day, but it was a dog fart. Oh, I got to tell you. When I was pregnant with Briar, I was about 6 or 7 months along. And we were still drinking back then. I wasn't drinking during my pregnancy. I had a couple of light beers the day I found out I was pregnant. And I had a couple of shots of whiskey over an entire evening of Christmas Eve. But Howie was still full scale. And She's just a poodle too. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Um, so anyway, I'm in bed one night, sound asleep. And I woke up. Like there must have been, it was like some oily substance had gone in my nose and down my throat and was roiling my guts. Because I woke up halfway to the bathroom gagging. Gagging. And I realized what was happening as I was halfway to the bathroom, because it's like morning sickness or whatever. I never really got morning sickness, right? So I figured it that, maybe, oh, this is what they're talking about. Made it halfway to the bathroom, woofed my supper. And all of a sudden I hear, oh, that was a stinky one. My husband farted me awake. Oh my God. And I got a pretty strong stomach when it comes to smells. A poodle. Hey, Snack and Cake, how's it going? Listen, guys, I have to go. I'm going to go to bed early tonight because I have a kitchen to clean tomorrow, because I didn't get to it today because I was too busy wrapping presents, cleaning a computer, and all kinds of stuff. But as soon as the hanging of the Christmas cards is going to take over time. It's going to be one of those things that's going to take time because they're still coming in. So what I'll do is I'll film it as I'm making it, and then I will show it to you on like Christmas Eve. Okay? I'll do a live pan around of supper, and I'm not going to do like a video on making dinner and all that stuff, but I will do a pan around at supper and the tree and the gifts and you know what I mean? Don't overdo, bad for your health. That's why I'm going to bed in like an hour. I mean it. I'm going to bed in about an hour. So tomorrow I have a whole other ball game to start. And I have to edit that video tomorrow of how all it is he'd already put the plywood on. So I just set up the camera and walked away, and I came in and helped him peel the stuff off the stainless. But now all he has to do is the electrical. So, all right, guys, do you want a little bit of spiritual nourishment before we go? Did we do that today? No, we didn't do that today, did we? All right. So for all those who care to, please help me close with a little bit of positive spiritual nourishment. This is non-denominational. If you have a love-based faith or belief of any kind, you are welcome in here. And you can fit it in wherever. Don't let the fact that I call my higher power God dissuade you from adding your light, okay, to our closing. All right. So take a nice deep breath. Hey, God, it's us. Thank you, God. Thank you, God, for knowing what's better for me than I know for myself sometimes. The kids aren't coming tomorrow, but that's okay because my house is trashed all over again. But that's okay. I want to say thank you, God, for all the people that are out there trying to find a vaccine for this illness, for this horrible illness, for all the people who are doing everything they can to keep themselves and their families and their friends safe, even if it means isolating through the holidays. God, we got this. We got this. But God, I want you to spread your love, your light, laughter in our hearts. Please, God, help us lift each other up and carry us through the cloud of all the crap that's going on right now. And let us find a reason to celebrate something joyful every day. My computer got cleaned today, and my card reader's working again. And all these things, I have so much to be grateful for, God. Never let me forget that. God, for the people that are struggling, please, God, let us help them. Let us be instruments of your peace. Examples of your love.
Continuing watching the Luca Magnotta story.
Let us be instruments of your peace.
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Help us to, if not walk among our fellow men spreading joy, then at least spread the joy any way we can. Let us be examples of all things good, God, because we know you're all good all the time. So for all those who need it, and for all of us who care for it, let us link our hearts and link our hands, and with all our might, shine our love and our light and our joy out to anyone who needs it. With God's help. Thank you, God. And forgive him. He wasn't listening. Amen. Shalom. Namaste. Peace be with you. Merry meet. Miigwech. Whatever your salutation is, let it be said with love, knowing you've been heard. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, let's hope I can come back tomorrow, providing I get stuff done. Oh, I gotta tell you, all the grain that I was throwing in for the turkeys and that rooster in the I've got a squirrel. Well, I got lots of squirrels. And no, they're not all in my head. But I got a squirrel. I'm looking at it out the bathroom window. And it looks like it's got a receipt stuck in the end of its tail. And there's this white thing flapping. It's bloody got a white shot of hair in the end of its tail. And there's another one that's got a gray streak down its back. And there's one with got red in it. I mean, holy smokes. But they're living it up in the greenhouse, digging and eating all the grain. And I came back and I found another one. And then I came back later and there was blue jays in there. Nothing goes to waste, right? Take care. God bless. All things being hopeful. We'll see you tomorrow. I love you guys. God bless.